Hi guys, welcome to another Explain 12 video. We have been jumping a bit through all the different simulators here, P3D, FSX, and now we're back to Explain 12. And we are here at KBOS, or Boston International. Or is it Boston Logan International, something like that, right? Need to Google that. Logan International, right? Or General Edward Lawrence Logan International Airport, to be precise. And this is not normal gateway scenery, this is some freeware that's available, I think, on one of the Explain, I think it should be a normal Explain 12 download from the Explain forums, as you can see by all these kind of details here, which looks pretty neat. And we are gonna be flying to Lee Valley Airport, if I am not completely mistaken. And let me have a look actually. So we're flying to Allentown, Pennsylvania, KABE. So a short hop, but I thought it would be fun. I wanted to try these two freeware airports. There's also a freeware KABE or Lee Valley. So let's see how it's gonna go. And I thought we would do cargo. I don't want to risk it with Pack X, so I thought we would do look at that nice A320 Frontier aircraft in the background. But yeah, I thought we would do the A300, the freighter version, flying with Metroair. And yeah, it's been a while since I flew the A300, but it is still one of my favorite aircrafts. I just don't fly it enough, which I guess is a common issue to have when you have a lot of airplanes, and as the larger your library becomes. And I think we can start off by, let me just check panel states. So are we now on the, let me see, cold and dark. I think we're in cold and dark, right? I hope so, at least. Let's get everything started with the batteries. It really sucks that they kind of gave up on this aircraft. I already did the update last year, but they should have just continually supporting it. I mean, I just think that's pretty bad business to kind of just give up on something, but that's just me, because it is really a good aircraft. Let's see, we need the external power, so I'm gonna connect that. And then I am also gonna do all of these to nav, so we can get the IRSs aligned. We can lock the cockpit door already. We can bring ESTs. Before we do anything else, let's do the load sheet just so we get that done properly. And I'm also gonna start the flight in the Metro app. And let's see now. We need to, or I need to find my my briefing. So I need to view that. Okay, so we have a nice briefing where we're supposed to have 24,001 pounds of fuel with a zero fuel weight of 248.8. 248.8. We can load that. Jump quickly to the outside, have a look. So one of the doors are open. We can go back, do the loader, request it. Hopefully that should work pretty nicely. Let's see also with the ground handling widget if we can get that one to, sorry, I just need to check I don't seem to be able to open it though. That's very odd. So maybe it doesn't work with this aircraft, the ground handling, which is fine. I guess it's not the best, I guess, cargo. Well, let's see if there's anything else we need to in terms of ground services. Don't think so. I guess we could have the fuel. I think most, so yeah, you can see the major ones are open. I guess we would also have cargo here in the bottom ones. I think we can open those as well, right? So looking pretty good. It's very nice, the city of Boston. I'm wondering, I guess this is from the Sim Haven. Maybe it looks very good because this airport has a photoreal kind of like beneath it, but I'm not sure. Or maybe it includes the city. It was a while since I downloaded it. Just haven't been able to use it. Doesn't seem to work. The charts one. We do have the takeoff performance, so let's remember that. Let's just check settings. Anything odd here? Doesn't look like it. Good, we can wait then. Let's see here. We can move that away. We can put on the nav lights, the beacon. We can arm the exit lights. All of these. Let's do a loop test. There's no sound on that. We can do these. We can check here. Yeah, that one seems to work for the APU. The left engine. And the right, so that's very nice. I'll just put on all the signs already. Let's put these, and let's not forget those, because we'll need that for the LNAV and those sort of things to work. Yes, that's on. Good. Let me see if I have any good viewing spots with this one. I do seem to have a few nice ones. This one, I guess, is for the cargo door to open and close. I guess we can also put on the lights, and here we can, for example, close the door or open it. So that's pretty neat. I think we can even do the main cargo door. I guess how much you want to open it. So that's cool. Let's even though I never use those gimmicky things, but they are pretty cool. I do like when you have those things kind of modeled. So sorry, I hate they explain how it gets stuck sometimes. So we do KBOS to KABE. In terms of, and I'm actually gonna move my briefing so I have it down on my other screen, because it disappears otherwise. Alternate is JFK, which makes sense. It's quite close to Allentown. Our cost index, I'll just do 100. Our altitude, it's really high actually. And then we have Met 4 zeros. How interesting. That's one idea to get. Cruise wind 275, 100. 90. Think that's fine. Block fuel 24.1. Zero fuel was 248.8. Very nice also to see that they have them in animations here. It's a very well made aircraft, this one. Sucks. Yeah, not gonna continue complaining, but yeah, it does suck that they don't haven't continued developing this one in X-Plane. 27.1. 27.1. That's the init. Flight plan is the next. Let's have the loader actually doing the loading, and we can, while we wait, try the walk around. Let's just first take a look here in the cargo hold itself. So pretty nice. You even have the toilet, and I've locked the door so I can't get into the cockpit, but could be worse. And we can even walk out like this, have a look at the loading process. Looks pretty cool. I'm gonna guess we can get through here. Oh, we don't want to get choked on that. Oh no. Oh, ooh, close. So pretty neat. We could probably get a bit of these loaded up. Let's see if we can go down with it. Or is it? Okay, we can't go down with it. I'm just gonna press Q. That should and now I'm wondering, oh look, there's an airplane landing. I need to check what's the speed because it takes so slow. For sprinting, C. Okay, let's so yeah, here's the outside. The windows don't look as good, but I think like everything else is very detailed and kind of nice. It's a very beautiful plane. I do like the A300 and the A330 and the A340. They just have a kind of nice look. Some would say maybe a bit basic, but I think, I don't know, something beautiful in the simplicity. Here we have the cool engine spinning around. It's a bit dirty. You can walk here pretty comfortably. Have a look inside the wheel. Well, these look pretty nice. The tires look maybe a bit clean. It's like they have been PBR'd. Maybe not the best look. And here we have the loading. So yeah, looking good. Our metro flight getting underway. I don't see any cracks. Not that I would know how to spot something tiny. I guess a big crack anyone could spot. But yeah, looks good. And we're loading up and getting ready. Have some nice American Airlines. I guess that's static aircrafts. And one thing to note, I've removed all of the kind of Lua scripts because I had some bugs. I noticed I still had them even though I removed the Lua scripts. But I do think, or I didn't remove all, but like all the kind of visual Lua scripts for the clouds and for lights and sort of. I just wanna, you know, because of all the betas and stuff, I don't want anything to break because of a Lua script. But it does look pretty good, I would say. This is just default X-Plane weather. It's really nice. And of course it's helped a lot by having a nice aircraft such as this one to fly with. So we'll press ESC and we'll jump back into the fold. Yeah, we have some warnings here. Different lights not, or different doors not closed. Yeah, not lights. We can start with the SID. We're flying from runway 22 right. Runway 22 right. So it's quite a close by runway, unfortunately. 22 right, we're doing the Rev 6 or Rev 5. Guess it's a bit older, the sim brief plan. Now we can insert that, and then we're doing a direct to buff. And then after buff, a direct to Gande. And then a direct to Elliot with 1L. And then a direct to... let me have a look. It's supposed to be that one if I'm not mistaken, right? And then we can do the... sorry, not this one. Approach... Sorry, we want to do it like this. This is how you do it. This is an Airbus. Need to remember that. We're doing the ILS to 22.4. And let's see if we want to do a transition. And the way we'll do that is I'll do the config. I'll save as Metroair. We'll do a flight plan import. We'll do the SID, which was the Rev one. We'll do the star. There is no stars available, so we won't load that, but we'll do... I just want to see if it's worth for us to do maybe the BTV. We could do the Madre, but that's... or sorry, STV. So if we load the STV one... No, wait, we want to do... maybe not STV, maybe we can do the Madre one. Then it wants us to make a bit of a turn. And I think that sound was actually the main door being closed, so that's pretty cool. We actually don't want to do any trans, I think. We can just insert like this. I'm gonna check if the vectoring is possible instead. Yeah, that should give us a kind of straight-in approach. I'll connect to the sim. Let's switch. Sorry, we need to switch second one, I think. There we go. So the number 2. Don't know why it changed to COM2, but who cares? It works. Okay, we want to file the flight plan. We want to zoom in. I can't wait for the scenery upgrades to this game, though. Hopefully they're very well optimized as well. Because I do not want to... Well, I'm gonna buy a new SSD at some point just for X-Plane, but I would rather avoid having everything in photoreal. It's just a waste of a lot of money, and it's a cost, right? So it should always be accounted for. We can start with maybe putting the APU on. I don't know if it shows like flap open, but we shall see. I'll do a takeoff performance. Let's see, FMC data. Okay, that's good at least. In terms of conditions, I'll use windy. I think they have pretty good 80s. Pretty hard winds. Relatively cold, actually. God damn. It's colder in Boston, and that's like so much further south than it is in Stockholm right now. It's plus degrees. Altimeter 3023. Runway condition. Oh, we don't think we need anti-ice. Takeoff weight. Let me see, takeoff weight 27. Yeah, okay, that's the correct one. Config 1515, aircon on, flex, KBOS, compute. Now let's see what we're gonna get. So 54 is the flex. And now I'm trying to think, where do you put that in? It's not the shift. It's here, right? Here you put it in. So if we do flex takeoff, we need to. So 54. So then it's 148. 149. Okay, nothing about the APU being ready, so we'll just start it. Maybe that's how it was with the old one. Good, then we have 54 in flex, and takeoff trim stretch should be 1 down 1. Maybe we have to wait until we have everything kind of started. The APU is starting now, so that's good. Let's get rid of all of these ground up things. We don't need the loader anymore. We can remove that. And I think what this means is that does the cargo kind of stay on, and it does, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty damn cool actually. We can remove the air stairs. We'll wait with the chocks and external until we have the APU. But what we can do while we wait is the exits. We'll close those. And let me have a look at the APU here. Can we get that? It's available. Yeah, it would say there as well. So we put the APU bleed on. Let's see if this is enough for the pitch trim. Yes, it is. Happy days. And what we can do now is chocks. Oh, we need to actually ask for Metro 4003 heavy, ready to copy IFR clearance. 15,000, okay. It's quite a high selection of altitude. We'll put that on and that. You put the constraints.
Heavy is cleared to Kilo Alpha Bravo Echo. Climb via the
You
Revsys
can
6
zoom
departure
in here.
with the Revsys transition, then as filed. Climb to 15,000 feet via
External
the departure.
power and chocks.
Expect higher clearances 9 minutes after departure.
You can set parking brake.
3.0. Squawk 4453.
4453.
Altimeter is
There we go.
3023 ground on
Remember to put
121.75
that to Tara.
Metro 4003 heavy.
I'm gonna do it already, just to, because I feel like I'm gonna forget it otherwise. Was it 3213? Yes, it was. So it's aligned. That's really good to see. 3023. Sorry, 3023. That's the one. 3023. We can keep that. There we go. Exits are all armed and locked. Let's see now, can we ask what's going on here now? There's something's up now. Let me see if I can get the view. Okay, now it seems to be working. Ground services, pushback. We have the pre-plan. Let's do that. Okay. We'll ask start. Metro 4003 heavy, ready for pushback.
Metro 4003 heavy pushback.
Let's have a look. The recording still looks
Pushback
good.
approved. Metro 4003 heavy.
Okay, we are gonna get the pushback. It's happy days. Let's jump out, have a look. There's the pushback truck, or tug. What I really like about Metro, it's a really good community. I've helped them with a bit of liveries, fixing them up, and this one I was also part of, just, you know, doing the testing on. So it's really nice to see that it's been implemented. And look at that, the weather changed completely. Does it really change just like that? That's a bit odd. Just suddenly like boop. Hope that's not a reoccurring thing. Okay, and it's now racing the aircraft. I think we thereafter need to release the parking brake, right? We can put this other one to ready, flight plan. As you can see, we're being raised. Let's check if we got the pushback clearance. We did. And I'm gonna try now to release the parking brake. I think it's that one. So let's see if they push us back. And they are. Happy days. Let's start engine number 2. Seeing the values increasing, that's good news. Around 15. Add the fuel to the mix. Let's have a look here. Anything odd? No, it looks good. KBOS to KABE. I once again tried to lower a bit my graphics, but I'm still only getting like 27 FPS. It's not really the easiest game, this one, to get it right. Okay, let's see. So the right engine is looking relatively good. Let's remember the flex to temp, 54. Not sure what this purpose is. Is this just a landing elevation one? Okay, that's good to know. Okay, that looks good. We'll start engine number 1. And 2 values rising, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Fuel. Oh, now the weather looks different again. What the hell is going on? Is it just moving fast, or is it... I'm on a beta build, so that might be a bit of a reason for some of this weird stuff. Unfortunately, because of the RAS system that I have, we can't hear the pushback, which is a bit annoying. gonna put the parking brake on. That should help us. While we wait, I'll do... is that fuel? That's the flight controls. I think we were supposed to be at 1. Disconnect and hand signals, please. I'm just gonna check quickly. Down 1, yeah. Anything else that we need to do? Potentially, of course we need to do the flaps. And let's check what we're getting here. Gotta be a bit cautious that we don't go. 15 should be good. Metro 4003 heavy, ready to taxi. to right. Let's see, nav.
Taxi to runway 22 right via taxiways Alpha.
Yeah, we don't want to put the auto throttle, that's the way.
Bravo, November, hold short runway 15 right, and runway 15 left, and runway 22 right Metro 4003 heavy.
Let's release the parking brake. See if we have enough to get moving. Looks like we have quite a bit of... I'm just gonna put that on checklist so we can see it. Let's add a bit of thrust. Check that artillery is working. Looks pretty good. Pretty loud. God damn. Hey, let's see. Maybe it's supposed to be this loud. I can probably just lower a bit my own settings. Turning a bit to the left. Now we have a bit more frames. It's a bit back and forth. Let's brake a bit. Looks pretty good. Let's see, elevators look good. Ailerons seem to be working. Oh, look at that. Is that A340? So pretty. Specifically if it's what I think it is, and one of those APU ones, aka the 300. And it does look a lot like the... No, it's not the 300, it's a 600. God damn, 600 or 500, but it's still pretty as hell. Okay, everything is kind of ready. We can arm the speed brake. They want us to turn here. So we're gonna be crossing one runway before we get to the one we're gonna be taking off from. Knock on wood, but the taxiing has been good with this one. I usually end up having troubles with it. So far, so good. Doesn't seem to be a lot of traffic today. I have pretty low settings for FPS reasons. And there is a plane in the front, you can see.
15 right Metro 4003 heavy.
Okay, and we got, and actually, talking about that, we did forget one thing, and that's the taxi lights. Now we can put on all of the lights now since we are gonna be crossing our runway. That's potentially in active use. Now let's see if we can pick up the speed. We did get the clearance to cross, so we are gonna cross, no matter what comes our way.
Approaching 15 right.
Maybe we can wait actually, I don't wanna die. Let's leave that airplane to take off. I'm guessing a 737. No, Airbus maybe. A320. Look at that. Okay, let's get rolling. Oh, and there's a really tiny, what's that, 15 left? That must be for like super tiny aircraft. Probably like private ones. So about halfway now through the taxiing. Basically down this straight, then we're done. But in terms of actual length, it should be about the same. Now I'm trying to remember where's I think that's the takeoff button, right? Or it's changing between speed and Mach, but let's see. We shall see. So we have heading and then nav is armed. Doesn't seem to be anyone here. We'll keep our lights on just to make sure everyone sees us nicely, even if it's broad daylight. We should soon be able to change or yeah, get the handover to tower. Let's use all of the runway just because better to be safe than sorry. I'll brake a tiny bit.
Tower on 128.8 Metro 4003 heavy.
Let's stop here. Metro 4003 heavy, ready for takeoff. We have takeoff clearance. Doesn't seem like there's anyone coming in for a landing or another airplane.
Cleared for takeoff. 22 right Metro
That will cross the
4003
runway,
heavy.
so we should be fine. Anything that we need to prep? Don't think so. Let's turn to the right. We have set V1s and all that sort of things. And are we ready to go? We'll basically be going forward and then a tight turn to the right, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's stop. No, that was just that's the thrust. There we go. Oh, and now we managed to once again break something with this. Oh, it's there. That's the problem. Okay, let's make sure we stay on the runway. So airspeed is alive. 100 knots. 120. Come on. V1. Rotate. There we go. Oh, 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 oh. There we are. We almost oh, it's the screen that's sorry about this, guys. I'll try not to move it. We have nav now at least. Let me just quickly pause here, because I got a request from the wife. Let's see, there we go. Sorry about that. Let's do the flaps.
33.0 Metro 4003 heavy.
Had to take care of or help the wife with some lifting.
4003 heavy climbing to 15,000 feet.
How's this going now? We are... Ah, the camera works again. That's very good. And look at how pretty it all looks now. I think this is definitely photoreal, right? Okay, we need to climb, because we are over speeding big time. Yeah, this is definitely, this area here is definitely photoreal. Looks so much better. It really, I think with X-Plane, I'm gonna trim a bit here. With X-Plane it really does improve. And what's going on now? We should be going to Berro, right?
Center on 133.32, take care Metro 4003 heavy.
Some really odd LNAV here. Maybe the intercept.
Center Metro 4003 heavy climbing to 15,000 feet.
Climbing to 1. At least we are flying and it's working relatively well. Okay, let's get to the... I'm gonna manually fly this for a while just to enjoy a bit of twists and turns. Can we trim it though? It feels a bit... It's because it's trimmed so... I don't know why. That was a bit faster, the trim. I have basically two different button sets for the trim, because in some aircraft the other one worked better than. What's going on with this camera though? This is so... I am gonna, I think, activate that one. And I'm gonna go with profile. But I need to get this what the hell is going on with this camera? Let's see. X-Plane 12 camera resets.
Climb to flight level 220, center on 128.75 Metro 4003 heavy.
This is
Center
so
Metro
odd. What
4003
the hell is
heavy
going
climbing
on?
to flight level 220.
There must be some way you can fix this this view. So because I have let me actually try something just before we continue. So I have this Logitech. So I'm just gonna try, because I don't use this hat switch in maybe it's working now. Okay, let's see. Do we get a higher clearance? 220. Okay, I just have to press that again. Now we're 220. God damn, this view thing is annoying.
Center on 124.85 Metro 4003 heavy. Center Metro 4003 heavy climbing to flight level 220.
I'm just gonna check quickly if I have. Oh, this one has the hat switch as well. Right thumb. Let's try that. Could that be it? Maybe it works a bit better now.
Metro 4003 heavy.
Sorry about that, guys. Very annoying. Okay, we're continuing to climb.
Center Metro 4003 heavy climbing to flight level 220.
And we are supposed to climb. What was it? 360 they want us to get up to. Okay, now we can go to standard. So let's go to standard. These lights should have gone off a long time ago actually. Turn off lights the same. Oh, actually one thing I totally forgot was the APU bleed. So we've been running the APU, unfortunately. That's a bit of a rookie mistake. Should luckily not affect too much the fuel burn, but it definitely should have some effect. Let's see, we're coming up to revs. So in order to make sure we are doing okay, let's have a look at the fuel we should have on board. 15.7. Should be fine. Yeah, we should be fine. Should be okay. The oxygen should be on. God, so many small mistakes. For example, ignition. I think we need that
Climb to
on.
flight level 280 Metro 4003 heavy.
Funny part is, I mean, I don't like XM, but it does look so much better than, for example, FSX even with the Orbit Land class. Or at least I prefer the X-Plane Land class a bit. It's more neutral in color. Doesn't, you know, let's put it this way. It seems more Earth-like, but it doesn't look maybe as nice per se, which kind of helps it. 280, so we're getting climb up to 3,600. Let's see.
Center on 124.85 Metro 4003 heavy. Center Metro 4003 heavy
Okay,
and
we
flight
climb
level 230.
bit faster maybe.
Descend to flight level 220 Metro 4003 heavy.
How does that make any sense? I mean, we can descend to flight level 220, but it's 200 nautical miles left. It's such a long flight. Okay, 220. We'll follow. I should have climbed faster. That was my mistake, but okay, let's have a look here. What does this one say? Revs 340, 360. Yeah, not the best. Let's keep it on standard for now. What about weather radar though? Did we put that on? Oh, we have terrain radar. So 220. Looks pretty good, this guy. I think I did like a bit more the Lua script, but I had more issues with that. Oh, one thing we totally forgot was the max auto brake for the takeoff. That was a bit... God, so many mistakes. It was not that good flight in that regard. Let's think a bit on how we approach this. We need to set all the for landing, right? I've never landed in KABE.
Center on 123.75 Metro 4003 heavy.
And we're going to KABE to runway 24. 1855.
3 heavy descending to flight level 220.
Can we tweak that ourselves, or is that 18? Now we have to do it ourselves. Course of 243. Wait, sorry, 1855. 2, 4, 3. That's good, we have that set. Landing, same from A to D, 587. 5. I guess 585 is the closest.
Altimeter is 3026, descend to 16,000 feet Metro 4003 heavy.
16,000 feet. God, they really want us to descend early. I wonder what this will do with our fuel. Well, we can continue to descend, albeit slowly. I mean, there's no rush in descending quickly. We can keep the speed relatively high. We don't need flex. We can be on cruise mode. keep. Let me see, auto brake, normal. Yeah, we can keep speed brake arm. We're not gonna be using that almost at all. Now let's have a look at what my viewpoints are. 4, 5, 6. 6 one I like. 7 is pretty cool as well. Number 2 is a bit unnecessary though. So let's see if I can get a nicer viewpoint set. Something like this would be nice, I think. There we go. So 1, that's 2, 3. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. What else do we need to take into account? We did some bad bank angle. We're not gonna get full points for this flight if I'm not mistaken, unfortunately. Let's see what else. 585. Maybe we can set that on both of these. We're a map. TAR, that's correct, right? That's just more waypoint.
Center on
Let's get on the right
127.65
map.
Metro 4003 heavy.
Maybe not arc, but this one.
Center Metro 4003 heavy descending to 16,000 feet.
It's gonna take a while.
Altimeter is 3026 Metro 4003 heavy.
Guess we can change from standard to the normal one. Landing performance, maybe we can start doing that already. Anything in particular we need to check? Windy, KABE, Lee Valley International Airport. Relatively similar weather, it's not too far away, right? -2, but no snow. How does this snow thing works in X-Plane? Would be nice with our snowy landscape. 3, 2, 6. Dry, that's what I'm seeing. Overcast at 8,000 feet. Landing weight of 26.3. We can do medium brake, full rev. We need to put in the details. Let's compute. It's the longer of the 2 runways available, so that's nice. We're going to the cargo terminal. So basically we should just roll on down all the way to the end of the runway. Then take a left turn. Apparently it's quite a popular airport for A300s and 767s. Oh, it's raining.
Center on
Interesting.
123.75 Metro 4003 heavy. Center Metro 4003 heavy descending to 16,000 feet. Altimeter is 3026 Metro 4003 heavy.
What was the altimeter according to them? 3026. That makes sense. Let's add that. 3026. What's the landing altitude? The runway landing 394, 400 feet. 400 feet.
Center on 132.65 Metro 4003 heavy.
Still about 26 minutes to go. What's the
Center Metro 4003 heavy descending to 16,000 feet. Altimeter is 3026 Metro 4003 heavy.
what we should check? Oh, it's in icing range though. That's no good. Give me some anti-icing. What I was gonna check was the fleets of these different cargo airlines. So we're looking at UPS. It's quite a interesting fleet. A lot of 767s, that seems to be their main chunk. Some MD-11s to be retired, unfortunately. 52 A300s, also older to be retired. So I'm wondering what the plan is, because they have a lot of old stuff. Maybe the 767s are the newer ones, right? They're getting new deliveries, right? So that's the UPS one. Historical fleet 727, no 777s. Very interesting. I always thought there were 777s, but nope. FedEx then, they'll have 777s, right? Yeah, a lot of them as well. 767s, a lot of them. All the A300s are to be retired. That sucks a bit. Beautiful aircraft. And yeah, same with the MD-11. Altimeter setting. But I did set that, right? That's FedEx. No 747s though. 757s and 67s. It's huge, the FedEx fleet. DHL then. So, their fleet, ATRs, interesting. Some A300s. A321s, A330s even, I guess it's German. 737-400, 800. God damn, what a big variety of a fleet. They can probably offer every sort of type of gig. Interesting. What's the idea with this one? For DHL, what are they gonna do with that? Interesting. Mammoth freighters, what the hell is that? Okay, so it's some conversion, right? That's interesting. Okay. So quite some variety in DHL. I didn't think they would have the biggest variety, but they did. In these cases it looks a bit ugly though, I'll give them that when some people say that the P3D land test looks better. It just looks a bit barren. But it looks very good with the kind of clouds, shadows and stuff. So that's a pretty good look actually. Around 20 nautical miles. Anything else we need to prep? We know that the VAP 129 and 124 for the rear wrap. So we can change the VAP to 129. Or we can't. Oh well, let's not bother with that. I'm gonna go and open a window. My 390 is warming up my room.
Center on 128.1 Metro 4003 heavy. Center Metro 4003 heavy descending to 16,000 feet.
There we go. Are we still descending? Yeah.
Altimeter is 3026 Metro 4003 heavy.
Through some clouds. No, still the same kind of ugly pixelation. They really need to get rid of that. It's so ugly. Just don't have anything.
Center on 134.3 Metro 4003 heavy. Center Metro 4003 heavy at 16,000 feet. Altimeter is 3026 Metro 4003 heavy.
Okay, what did we get now? There's 326. 3026, sorry, yeah. So we're on the same, we're on the right altitude, let's just wait for now. Let's put this as our viewpoint for now. Let's see. Slow and steady. So we'll land and get rid of our cargo. there's been a new update for that TFDI MD11. Should have a look at that at some point. Seems to be SimBrief integration to a certain extent. Any descent clearances yet? No, we're on the right frequency, that's good. Let's have a look at Metroair if we can see any interesting stuff. Pilots. 'Cause they have some sort of money system, right? See a bit what's the we can probably slow down a little bit. Don't need to be at the edge in terms of speed. It's 10,000. Okay, so we did get a descent clearance. I totally missed that. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We are still like a 90 nautical miles, so there's ample time to descend. Can though slow down a bit. 300 nautical or knots should be fine. Now news and windy with KABE. Should be fine. We are getting into a bit more cloudy areas now. With a beautiful A300. I hope someone else does an A300 for X-Plane, but let's see, it might not be the first on anyone's list. Totally, this would be cool though, see their implementation. Okay, still descending, a bit bumpy. Very soon at 10,000 feet. I'm gonna put on the landing lights. Still in icing range. Sliding light extended anti-ice still relevant, because it's the TAT is still in icing range. Okay, any luck yet? No?
Center
Because
on
where are we flying
132.6
now?
Metro 4003 heavy.
We're a bit north, like up the river, right? From New York.
Center Metro 4003
The
heavy
Hudson
descending to
River, right?
10,000 feet. Altimeter is 3026 Metro
3026,
4003 heavy.
that is correct. Okay,
Descend to
4,000.
4,300 feet Metro 4003 heavy.
And I will be slowing us down. So when I get down to 4,000 feet. And let's make sure we get this right. Oh, we can't wait. We can wait a little bit before we descend, because we do want to get that speed down.
Center on 133.15 Metro 4003 heavy.
It looks pretty nice here. I really like the light effects. If they just could
Center
get
Metro
better scenery,
4003 heavy descending
it
to
would be
4,300 feet.
swell. But the clouds are starting to look pretty good if we compare to what they came from. Okay, now we are pretty good
Altimeter
in
is
terms of speed.
3026 Metro 4003 heavy.
I don't think we need to be faster than this in terms of our descent. This should be fine. We can even keep it at 10. Should be enough. What's this one? Start, stop. Oh, this was the chrono, of course. Upward. You can put on the ILSs. Anything else? Now we have the weather radar. Does it work though? That's the $1,000,000 question. Possibly. Let's see if we tilt it up a bit. Any luck? Not seeing anything on the weather radar. Don't think we'll need to use terrain either, because we're so... Or we're not that... we're not going to be flying that sort of highland area, mountainous terrain as such. Let me check the approach though. They're basically going to give us a direct... And since they'll give us a direct, I'm just gonna prepare already. No point in stressing with that as well. Even though I guess technically wrong. So let's see, we are getting down. Trying to think which virtual airline I should fly next to it. I do want to go up in rank with Fly UK, so I can fly like the A320. I think they have the Neo and the CO. Would be nice. And the 737. Okay, let's see. It looks like we are seeing some activation of the ILS. picking up some sort of signal. Let's see what it looks like. The fuel looks pretty good. We're at 11 and a bit above. Now unfortunately my Metro's website is not working, so or not as it should. So I can't really see everything, but oh well, oh well. Baby steps, baby steps. Looks pretty good here. I even pulled down a bit the amount of trees, and I still think it's sufficient. Like vegetation, I pulled that down a bit to get some more FPS. I think it was worth it. Let's see, 5,000 coming up soon. We're on the right frequencies, that's good news. We're on the right with everything else. Can put on the runway turn-off lights sooner or later. What's this one? Oh, it's just to get those. And then it's the panel lights generally, right? Okay, 40 nautical miles. I mean, we are well on time. There's no stress. You can enjoy the views. No way. I mean, this has been a very badly routed flight by... I'm basically going to be flying for a couple nautical miles at this sort of a low altitude. Feels a bit unnecessary. At least we get to see the not the previous ground. But Simhaven does help a bit. It looks more... Okay, in that sense I gotta give Simhaven, right? I'm not sure how good X-Plane will look without Simhaven, so... something to keep in mind. But there are some people that are ditching Simhaven, so... Let me see, Simhaven... Oh yeah, it's because Simhaven is for the buildings to be at the right place, right? So there's no point changing unless you don't care for that. Let's fix the radar tilt. We don't seem to find anything anyway. Okay, coming closer and closer. Baby steps, baby steps. Let's see if AmphSim has some interesting discussions. Nothing too interesting. Microsoft Flight Sim maybe? Nope. What about Aerogenesis? Shouldn't they have released their... Or maybe at some point this week.
Approach on 119.65 Metro 4003 heavy. Approach Metro 4003 heavy at 4,000 feet.
Let's check what they were saying. Sorry, I was reading about the update. Apparently, PMDG is looking more content with 2024 and the new SU1. We've been given clearance. 4,300 feet is where we should be. We're a bit below, but we're within the clearance, right? So that's why they haven't complained to us. I don't know why I thought it was 4,000 only. And the Inibuilds A350. Okay. Nothing new on the A350, but I guess it's gonna be released very shortly. Now, what's the situation here? We are very close now. Are we coming into an area of photoreal? It does appear to be the case. Look at that. Look at the difference. Same with the explain as in P3D. Hugely more nice. It's just so different to fly with photoreal than to fly without it, right? Okay, we're soon at Elliot. We should be getting our approach, or vectoring to be honest, but I doubt it'll be too much. We should be getting descent clearances down to 2,400, which is what the course I closed ChartFox for some reason. What reason? I do not know. Let's see. 3,000, yeah, that's the one at Mudre, and then 2,400. And it does seem to be raining a bit. Let's see if it does it on landing though, or if it's just a temporary nuisance. Can I see the airport yet? My eyesight or vision doesn't allow for that. At least not yet, but let's see. Still around 18 miles to go. Still haven't gotten any. Oh, interesting. They haven't even. They don't even see the approach as something they would vector us in. That's so interesting. I don't understand how the vectoring works with the pilotility. Let's slow down a tiny bit.
Cleared for ILS approach runway 24 tower on 120.5 Metro 4003 heavy.
Descend to 3,000 feet. Yeah, we don't need to descend that quickly, but let's continue to slow down. Actually, that should be below 3,000 at that. So let's descend a bit faster than planned. What about the flaps
Contact
level?
tower on 120.5
I
Metro
think it should be okay to
4003 heavy.
set slats. Let's
Tower
see
Metro
if that
4003 heavy inbound for ILS approach runway 24.
yeah, looks like we are getting some slats. What an interesting
Continue ILS approach to runway 24 will
wing.
call when established on final Metro 4003 heavy.
Let's wait a bit with going with the approach. I want to get the glide slope down. What did they say in terms of descent? We can call when we're established on final, which should hopefully be soon. Well, let's see, we have the runway there in front. I'll continue to get that to go down. Yeah, now we have manual thrust, that's fine. Metro 4003 heavy, established on final.
Cleared to land runway 24 Metro 4003 heavy.
Autopilot engaged. Okay, I'm gonna add a bit more thrust so we don't get totally misses out on this. Let's see, we're getting those gear down. We can go to flaps 15. Okay, let's see. Did that work? Yes, it looks to be off. Oh wait, I need to press that one. Okay, we got that off. We can continue decreasing the or increasing the flaps. I'm gonna change the viewpoint just a tiny bit. Gonna pull down on the throttles. And let's see if we can get to flaps full now. Yeah, it's always a bit different coming from specifically FSX, which is more railroaded, and then coming to P3D, which isn't so bad depending on the aircraft, but then the X-plane where it really feels like you have to control it, but you can't really, you don't have any force feedback, right? So it's also hard. Because you can just see the aircraft being a bit sluggish, and it could be of course something with sensitivity that I could increase, but let's see. Increase a bit the thrust. Don't want to fall behind the aircraft. I think we can trim it a bit. Should make it a bit better. Let's add even more thrust. It looks good thus far. I do hope we can keep a reasonable landing rate. Bit to the left, unfortunately.
Approaching 2-4.
2-1, isn't it 2-4? Yeah, 2-4 it said, but or it said 2-1, but 2-4 was shown on the screen. Okay, let's see, let's get down a bit so we don't fall behind. You can see some cars down there. Considering that you can have the cars, it's pretty nice to... I wish I could have that in P3, but it's just not worth losing like 5 frames. 300. 100. Okay. There we go. I think that was okay. Don't know for sure. Okay, we don't need to push it too much. Let's remove those reversers. Because we might as well taxi all the way down.
Remaining.
All the way down. And then to the left.
Remaining.
Starting to brake. Let's see if this works. Yeah, looking good thus far.
100 remaining.
What's the frames here? 24. Worse than P3D. Frustrating. Okay, now let's see. Where do we want to park? Metro 4003 Heavy. Ready to taxi. Should have said that much earlier. Yeah.
Ground on 121.9er for taxi clearance. Metro 4003 heavy.
Metro 4003 Heavy. Ready to taxi. Metro 4003 Heavy. Ready to taxi. Okay, a bit of a different gate than I had been anticipating. Ah, there we go. The guy is
Taxi to gate 10
ready
via
to.
taxiways Alpha.
And
Juliet,
actually,
Bravo 1, Golf, Old Short Runway 31 Metro 4003 heavy.
yeah, we need to get that APU up and about. Okay, he's saying it's looking pretty good. Let's follow this guy. Seems to know what he's doing. Hopefully he'll stop us in time. Or will he? Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, braking. Let me just check the APU. Looking like it's available. Shutting engine 2. Shutting engine 1. Phew, that was right on cue. Just at the end. Perfect. Pirate file with Metroair Virtual. Good. Seems to have worked well. Accepted. Landing rate of 136. So pretty good. Pretty decent. Let's toggle the replay mode. Maybe the easiest in order to avoid a crash is to just push it back a bit. Maybe not too much, but enough so I can see. I don't think I have too many good angles, right? I have a few, but none which is super good. It looks though pretty good with the photoreal here. I mean, it's not perfect, but it does look relatively realistic. And now I have a bit down dialed buildings and the trees, right? Buildings not as, I think it's on high and buildings are on medium. Sorry, buildings are on high and trees are on medium or vegetation. I think the approach was pretty decent. We were a bit high, I felt, here at the end. We could have been a bit lower because we were gonna miss the kind of the main touchdown zone or touchdown point. But I think we nevertheless pretty good. Getting those thrust reversers, everything activated. Yeah. Pretty nice. A jolly landing. I think we can be content with that. So there we go. Everything's shutting off. You can get the external power, the loader, press loader. Should open the exits. Getting everything up and about. And basically this is the, I guess the cool thing is that we'll be able to unload, right, with the loader. So the cargo I have, I can now unload it as well, which I think is a really good thing with this A300 model actually by Inibuilds. I really like that fact. And if I'm not mistaken, there should be an option to unload. I should have shut off all these lights. And that should have been on takeoff, but yeah. Small mistake. We don't need the anti-icing either. We can get that connected. And we can basically shut down the APU at that point. Yeah, some faults. Because of the way I probably disconnected everything. And here we can unload. And basically what they'll then do is start unloading these 4 boxes that we put in. I really like their kind of cargo places in X-Plane. They look quite alive with all of these different things here, boxes and stuff. Are we seeing any action on the unloading, or? Well, it should work. Maybe it's just a tad bit delayed. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this, once again, not that short video, flying the Inibuilds A300 for Metroair, or I think their name is Metroair Virtual Airlines. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And you can see the cargo is coming out now, so that's pretty cool. And we can see that it's been, my guess is it's the ones at the back that are moved first. But yeah, questions or comments, leave them down below. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, bye bye.